Alright, folks, let's talk about tax return due dates. So this is very crucial if you got accounting or tax professional friends. You know, every April, accountants suddenly vanish from society. You know, and we can't reach them, right? Coffee sales rockets. That's because this is tax season, and that's the tax return due date. Okay. And let's dive a little bit deeper into this so you won't miss it. Okay? This is not random at all, it's actually artist rule behind it. Let's get to it. So the general rule is that, artists got on like a really long definition of this due date. It says something like a tax return is due on the 15th day of the fourth month after the end of your tax year. It's very, very long, okay? So basically, the general rule of thumb is something like this. So normally, your tax year ends on December 31st, okay? Normally, 99% of people end on that, okay? Just, when year end, the normal year, the year in conventional terms, the year ends, that's your tax year ends, okay? So that year ends, and then we are counting to the fourth month after the end of the tax year. So the fourth month after the December 31st. Okay? So that's the next year's January 4th, right? January, February, March, April, right? So that's April. And if you look at here, it's the 15th day of that month. That's April the 15th. Okay? That's why every spring you will see millions of Americans sprinting towards the deadline, sprinting towards their tax pros, and because it's the due date, okay? Because it's the tax season. It's kind of like a tax season Olympics. Everyone is sprinting towards this deadline, okay? General rule of thumb: this is just April's 15th, okay? 15th. Dates of April. And you know what? That's a deadline. Don't do everything until the deadline. I know that when you're at school, when some essays is due, you just go to just do some overnight study, right? And then you finish that. You prepare the examination. You need to submit something, right? There's a deadline. You just just wait till that due date, until that deadline. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna explain later why it's wise to go earlier. Even though, of course, I'm going to give you some of the extension rules apply, for example, for overseas. But of course, you can use some of the rules that you can extend, but don't do that. Don't do that unless some unforeseeable things happen that you need to do that. Don't do that. It's already pretty loose deadline because they give you a lot of time to prepare for it, right? They give you a lot of time to find some professionals for you to do this work. So yeah, don't do this until the deadline. I'm going to specifically talk about this, okay? But the general rule of thumb, you have to remember this. It's like the April 1st and April 15th, okay? So that's normally how I remember this, because tax is not a joke, okay? So it's April and then April 15th in the middle of that, okay?